Has anyone else got any good comping things they want to talk about? Or I stop share, or do you want me to tell you about something else?
It could potentially segue into what I'm going to do, but
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, okay. So what I've been really enjoying with the comping stuff, a lot of stuff was covered here already, was the ability to take a take lane and put it into a new audio track straight away, just like you would a Frozen track or something. And I'm a big fan of having restrictions when I'm just in maybe a creative rut, or I'm just trying to look for new ideas. I quite like to have a very small amount of information and just to see what I can do. And Ben kind of gave a bit of a spoiler about what I'm going to show here as far as like resampling stuff and mangling stuff over and over and over. But I wanted to just have a bit of a improv jam using just, I should share my screen, right? Let's do this, hold on. Share computer sound. Can we all see that? Is that good?
Yeah, got that.
Yeah. So yeah, I've just got basically just got an operator in its default settings. I'm not going to use wavetable or any fancy stuff. And I just wanted to just start recording stuff over and over and not stop the audio and just basically record takes. And then once I'm happy with something, drag it into a new audio track and just morph what I've already done to create the previous sound into the next sound and just keep layering and layering. And I've been having quite a lot of fun with this. And I'll probably use a few of the new devices as well. But that's kind of what I'm about to do. And I probably won't do any talking while I'm doing it until afterwards, because I'm going to get in the zone. So yeah, I present to you comping concerto for computer mouse in C3. Let's give it a go. Can you guys hear that okay?
Yeah.
All right. everything's still running smoothly because I can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
go.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, what I was doing there was just using, again, a single MIDI clip with C3 playing on the start of every beat and just resampling it and creating every element of the track as I go. And it's kind of like this new way of having a jam, almost. I mean, you could do this effectively with resampling and stuff, you know, but it's just way easier with the comping. You never have to do any stopping and starting, and it just keeps the flow going. And I mean, one thing I was thinking about that it was getting on was, you know, those takes I did when I had the really short arpeggiator on the very last synth sound. There was about 4 of those I actually liked, and I thought it'd be, you know, I could just grab those and throw them into a new session view, into a new track, and then just put some follow actions on those and get a pattern happening there. And yeah, it's just amazing. I love Ableton 11.
I made the mistake of saying something partway through that clip, and then I realized, especially on the stream that went out to Facebook, my video was the one in focus whilst you were going, and I was just raving in my desk chair.
Oh, that makes it even better. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to just kind of show a collection of things and just how I tend to be using it practically by myself and doing weird stuff. I mean, I've done this. I had a couple of goes at doing this before we started, and all of them sounded completely different, but all of them sounded quite cool. You know, and I mean, that's kind of the you know, from there, that's kind of the start of a track. You know, I can expand that out in an arrangement view and do all kinds of things. So yeah, that's my little take.
You're slow motion replay as well.
Well, I was thinking about doing live commentary, but I was very focused on what I was doing, and also, like, from what I can hear from other people, it sounds like Zoom kind of really messes with the audio and the 2 microphone and the audio is coming in. So yeah.
So the key kind of like drop at the end there, if we could retrace those steps a little bit, you were using the like saved variation of the macros and, and like a high pass filter, is that it?
Yeah, I should have called it Concerto for Computer Mouse and Shift 2, because I have the @ symbol on the mute here, and that was just so that when I dragged a new track down and I wanted to play it, I could also hit Shift 2 at the same time, so it would mute the original and start playing the take that I'd recorded. And then when I did that particular synth thing, I was like, oh, I want to kind of create a drop type thing here, but I'm not going to have enough, you know, I've only got my mouse, so what should I do? Well, I've already got that Shift 2 key sorted, so I put it into a group, and then I found kind of a setting of these 3 parameters, the delay time, feedback, and frequency of the spectral time, that I kind of played with them and went, oh, when it drops, I want it to change into that. So I created a variation, and then I assigned that to the @ symbol as well. And then to just kind of give it a bit of life, I guess, I grouped all of them together and just put a high pass auto filter on there. And that was, the off was mapped to that as well. And then by bringing up the noise, which was currently on, by bringing it up just over and over, I kind of had to switch between the 2 tracks, but it kind of worked out, which was good. Just by bringing those things up, and then when I was ready to drop it, I just pushed the @ symbol, it muted the white noise, which actually sent across to a reverb on a send. It turned off the high pass filter, bringing the kick and the bass and stuff back in, and it switched the spectral time into that setting, which I had very quickly figured out that would sound good when it dropped.
That's amazing. I love, like, you know, live coding is a thing people may be familiar with, where people like will by through text past sort of like coding come up with sort of musical ideas in an improvisatory performative way. This kind of feels like somehow reminiscent of that to me in a funny kind of way, because typically in an Ableton Live sort of environment or whatever, you're either writing music and you're starting and stopping in the process, or you're performing and you've kind of got prepared tools to perform with. The idea of like, I'm starting with almost nothing and I'm just going to use the same tools we use to compose, to perform and to write and to generate, you know, all at once. I'd watch that gig.
Yeah, I find that's where a lot of magic happens for me personally. And I mean, it does, I mean, it is, I do have a lot of experience using the software and writing music with computers. So, you know, I've got that on my side, but I tend to always start from scratch. Like I very rarely save presets or save templates, unless it's something on the bigger scale. So if I've got like a live performance or a DJ set or something, I have a template. But I really love that restriction of just using, you know, the smallest amount of stuff, because I don't know, I find it squeezes ideas out everywhere, if that makes sense. And yeah, so with these new tools to, you know, the software which I'm quite fluent in, and you know, don't really have anything to learn as far as operational stuff goes, to have these new kind of things injected into it, all of a sudden I've got this whole new world of chaos to play with. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Amazing. What's next, Ben?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? I feel like that's like so hard to follow.
You were right. We really should have left it, but it made sense after talking about complicated things.